Salute comrades, my name is Vadim, and today I am going to do a quick guide on Stellaris game by Paradox on how to win wars in this game. So I am playing as some kind of slavery race, this red one, and the situation is in the galaxy, in the game, is something like this. I have a very long and stretched empire, and I have as a opposition to me, I have a couple of alliances and some quite big races that are still yet to be conquered. So as my opponent, I've chosen this race. It's, let's see, some kind of parrot race. So you can see that their relative power is equivalent to me. So they have equivalent fleet power, they have a slightly less naval capacity, but they have higher technology level. So this good situation to show how to win wars. This race I chosen to as my opponent because they are very close to making an alliance with their neighbors, and for instance, if they will unite with this race, which are also equivalent to me, then I will have a big trouble. So before the war, I prepared two fleets, one the big, very big one, almost all my fleet in as one chunk, and the second one is slightly less, but you will see how I will use it. So first of all, I am playing as a wormhole race, so I created a wormhole generator in near the borders, and yeah, so we are declaring war. This race is too big to be vassalized, and by the way, yeah, I have quite a few vessels, but they are very small, so we will see if they will help me or not. So let's choose what planes I'm going to take. So I will take this one. Let's find it. Yes, so 14. Okay, then what else can I choose? So okay, let's take this one. It's 28. Okay, so this then. Okay, let me take a few moments. Fortunately, I can't just click to choose what I want. Okay, this one, let's see, war score 65. And maybe liberate a couple of planets. Let's see. Oh, you know, yeah, just leave it like that. So 4 planets for me, maybe one more for my vessel. Let's see what it is. Scale, yeah, for this one, and yeah, that's fine. So we're in war. I hope other alliances will not declare war on me, but actually I am not worried about this one. Oh no, okay, yeah, it can declare war on me, but it's not alliance, it's just a nation that I've taken a couple of planets from, and this one too. So we will see if I will be declared war on. So first of all, what I need to do? First of all, I need to check what just this one. To check what fleet my opponent has, what kind of technologies he uses. Okay. The first step of the war. Oh, okay, he already flew near me, so he uses missiles and Reaper autocannons, and as a defense he uses shields. So let's see, shields is countered by either kinetic or missiles, and it opposes energy weapon, and missiles are shot down by point defense, and small Reaper autocannons, and it's not that big of a deal. But this fleet is very small. We need to see his main forces, what they're composed of, and his main forces. So he uses quite obsolete ultra UV lasers and medium armored torpedoes, and yeah, his defenses is a shield. So the composition of my fleet, the current composition, is mostly torpedoes and some sentinel point defense, and I use just a little bit of HP boosts and shields. So I'm generally weak to his Reaper autocannons, and I can oppose to his okay, let's see again. So the missiles is his main weapon. So what we need to do now is to slightly upgrade our fleet. So the missiles are good for this situation, because he uses shields, and these torpedoes have 100% shield penetration. Then I need to update my point defense, and okay, my shields are okay. Armor, yeah, just a little bit upgrading my armor. This I have enough, and okay, I have power 0, and that should be okay for my destroyers, and the destroyers are the bulk of my army at the moment. And I have just a little bit of cruisers, so once again just improving my barrier point defense. I have shields, no armor, but it's okay. So next step is to upgrade our fleet to match to counter the fleet of my opponent. So, okay, this I don't think it's a general battle. Yeah, it's just some sort of military station, and they are useless at the moment. So let's see if my opponent will bring his main fleet to the table. Okay, and yeah, so we are starting upgrading our fleet. I don't have resources yet, but it will be. Yeah, they will be enough in the end of the month.
System survey
Okay, so some of their fleet. Oh, no, by the way, is my opponent in some kind of war? No. It fights only me and my vassals. So let's wait for his main fleet. And the first step is to give a general battle. Like the grand battle to defeat my opponent. Okay, once again, let's see. Repair missiles and shields. Okay. Shouldn't be much of a problem. 2000. Well. Okay, is my fleet upgraded? Oh, yeah. He's building cruiser. So 120 days.
Engaged. Construction complete.
Just some minor events happening here and there.
Situation log updated.
One more thing. So
System survey complete.
okay, he's
Situation log updated.
getting his main forces. Let's see, it's lots of corvettes, some energy weapon, and oh, yeah, his corvettes have a lot of point defense, so we should be careful about it. And my ally brought his force, so I shouldn't be worried about this battle. And if I will lose some ships, it is not a big of a deal.
Engaged.
Let's see how it turns out. So yeah, he uses missiles for some reason. But the help of my allies will be enough to defeat this force. And I still don't see his main fleet. Maybe it's a good thing. So 54% of for upgrade. Oh yeah, he brought some more of his forces. And we see he brought some battleships. Let's see what in his battleship. So some armor, and that's energy weapon, and yeah, so a little bit of everything. It's when you see these things, when your opponent brings a battleship with all kind of weapons, the best counter is to put a modules increasing hit points. Okay, and I think 78%.
Construction complete.
So this is this is his main fleet.
Construction complete.
My small vassals brings some help. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is his main fleet. So I think it's time
Ships
for me to bring my
construction complete.
main force.
Construction complete.
This will be a trap for my opponent.
Situation log updated.
Because as soon as my fleet teleports, this will be a good game for my ally decided to retreat. Okay. Yeah, and my opponent decided to retreat too. And by the way, I've completely forgot. I need to bring my land forces too. Okay, so my opponent took a bait once again. Oh, yeah, quite a big fleet. So let's just let's unite our forces. Or we will even do like this. We will attack them on two sides. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to in time to build a outpost there. So yeah, let them take the bait.
Hostile fleet engaged. Construction complete. Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay, I think my
Hostile fleet engaged.
this fleet is screwed.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So let's build a couple of other ships. And just destroys manually. Just to compensate the losses, because there will be losses always. You shouldn't be worried about it. Of course, in general, it is good to not losing a fleet, because in this game, unlike other games like Master of Iron, if the main thing is to have a fleet, you can upgrade it pretty easily and without too many problems. Okay, I'll retreat.
Situation log updated.
But here you can have an outdated fleet with even with no weapon, you know, and still when the war starts, just as I said in the strategy guide, you can just spend a very small amount of time to upgrade it, to put the latest weapon on your fleet, and then just to go and win everything you want.
Situation log updated.
Let's see.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yeah, one of the main things is to not to forget to put your general as a commander.
Construction complete. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Situation log updated. Ships upgraded. Construction complete. Situation log updated.
And yeah, as you see, the majority of their fleet is already gone, and the one thing left is battleships, which have no focus on the weapon, so they will be easily taken apart by the weapons.
Situation log updated.
I started to join up. Okay, then the question is how to have counters on every fleet that is in the galaxy. So first of all, what you need to do is to declare some wars on the opponent beforehand. So you, okay, let's see, yeah, like this. So we'll start storming my opponent's planets. And by the way, let's see. Yeah, I already have some positive war score. When you will declare war on opponents and will do some battles, you can analyze the debris of these battles. So pretty easily, you know, different opponents will have different weapons, and pretty easily you can collect the schematics for all main weapons in the game. So you, for instance, initially I researched only railguns, so kinetic weapons, but in the first war, by analyzing the debris, I discovered armored torpedoes, and then in my second war I discovered plasma accelerator. So, you know, your first war maybe even you can even lose them, but by analyzing some debris, you know, you will get 10%, 15% of the, for instance, armored torpedo, and then by analyzing enough of debris, you will get your weapon for free. You know, you don't even have to be a scientific race. For instance, my slavery race is not that scientific, and because my empire is so big, all researches goes very, very slowly, you see. So, by the way, this is Ironman mode, so I don't know how this work go. I should have told it in the beginning. And this is how it's called, the hard difficulty. No, not insane one, because on insane your opponent will have heavy bonuses, but just so then we won a grand battle. So my opponent don't have a fleet right now. So what we need to do? We need to stop them from making a fleet, a new one. So let's split our fleet in approximately. Okay, so this will have 10, 3, 3. Okay, this was. Yeah, let's split our fleet in smaller fleets of 3,000. Case. By the way, this I think it represents the hit points of the ship. So if you want to cheat a little bit, you can create fleet that will consist of compilate the fleet. It will consist something of like this design. So it will have a lot of hit points, so it will be seen as very, very powerful, but actually it will be also a cheap one. So for instance, you can see a 565. So about 2/3 of the cost of the normal ship. And then you can, before the war, upgrade it. So it will be quite for now. So it will be a real battlefield. So now you just making our fleet aggressive and bring them to the different points in the galaxy, not in the galaxy, but in the territory of my opponent. And the main thing here is to destroy the this will destroy the shipyards of my opponent to prevent him from building more ships, and then also to ruin his economy.
Hostile fleet
Okay,
engaged.
I need to have a wormhole generator in somewhere about here, and another one here just in case
Hostile
this will be
fleet engaged.
captured.
Colony established.
Okay, some minor battles
Situation log
which
updated.
don't cause any troubles.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yeah, and by the way, on the second stage, especially when the war is pretty even, we need to start building ships like crazy. So let's do this. Let's build them in two, because I have enough resources. And but if you want to, if the battle is too close, you want to micromanage and build 1,000,000 of ships at the same time, and it especially is annoying when you have sectors, a lot of sectors that you cannot choose conveniently, and you have to click it by one by one.
Situation log updated.
By the way, you can use and you can use smaller ships in aggressive mode to destroy the economy of your opponent by killing mining and research stations, mainly mining stations.
Hostile fleet engaged.
And you always need to check the
Situation log
fleet of
updated.
your
Hostile
opponent,
fleet
because
engaged. Situation log updated.
yeah, like this. So you see, out of the blue, my opponent brought a 7,000. Okay, ships, so let's see. Let's bring some help. I will see if my ships will manage to help in
Hostile
time,
fleet engaged.
but if not, I will just retreat.
Situation log updated. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Situation log updated. Construction complete. Situation log updated. Situation log updated. Debris analyzed.
You see the problem with the second phase of the game is that
Hostile fleet engaged.
AI opponents at the higher difficulty have enough resources
Hostile fleet
for the war,
engaged. Hostile
so,
fleet
so
engaged.
they can easily build big ships and have a lot of
Hostile fleet engaged.
you know, the powerful fleet out of the blue.
Situation
So,
log
you know,
updated.
you will leave them for a while, and all of a sudden you have such big fleets that consist only of 7 ships. You know, and these 7 ships can be built at the same time, just by 7 shipyards. So okay, I don't think that this will bring me much trouble. I will send my miner ships to deal with the economy of the opponent.
Hostile fleet engaged.
And let's see. So we have already one planet ready for a takedown, and I will bring my forces. By the way, don't forget that all of your forces can be improved by attaching some smaller
Hostile fleet
regiments.
engaged.
In this way, can be you will be
Hostile
more easy.
fleet
It will be
engaged.
more easy for you to take them down. So okay, let's see. Oh, not this one. Yes, you see, one of my fleet have sustained
Hostile
sufficient
fleet engaged.
losses.
Debris
We will
analyzed.
retreat with it.
Situation log updated.
And yeah, you see, by analyzing debris, I had plus 20% of Stormfire cannons, whatever it is, and some other technologies. And by analyzing enough debris, I can get these technologies for free.
Hostile fleet
And where
engaged.
is our fleet? Yeah, just prepare it.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged. Debris analyzed.
Yeah, this one was so good, so lucky.
Evading hostile fleet.
No. Just bring me. Okay, I have a wormhole generator here, so I can
Situation log updated.
access the majority of my opening territory. The last ship.
Evading hostile fleet. Situation log updated.
Yeah, you can run free. Okay, you actually merge and go protect my wormhole generator. Just
hostile fleet engaged. Construction complete. Hostile fleet engaged.
So let's see how the invasion goes. You see, they have no chance. And actually, the war score is so that I don't think it will take much more time. So we defeated here. Yeah, go here.
Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged.
So we took this planet. Let's merge
hostile
the
fleet
fleets.
engaged. Enemy planet secured.
Yeah. And go for the next one. Unfortunately, I cannot reach the capital. So, yeah, let's go here. You see, the biggest problem I have so far is money. You know that you can expect something like this from a slavery race. So let's see. Maybe I will get some money from my other species. Once again, as a slavery race, I have a lot of minerals. So let's see if I'll have. So all I need to do is now and then just trade a little bit.
Hostile fleet engaged. Debris analyzed.
Okay, hostile fleet engaged. No, it's not big of a deal. It's okay. It's okay. So as you see, we effectively destroying the economy.
Situation log updated.
My
Hostile
opponent.
fleet engaged.
And I don't think it will take much time. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Construction
Minus
complete.
33.
Situation log updated.
It says that to
Hostile fleet engaged.
conquer a planet you
Debris
need to
analyzed.
capture a planet, but it's actually not the case.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay.
Situation log updated. Situation log updated.
Okay, still cannot reach their capital, so I will build As far as I remember, I demanded this planet. So I will build a wormhole generator in about here, or even here. And let's see our fleets. Okay, go here, and you just nudge. So a fleet bombing some planets. Okay, I think you can go. Okay, yeah, this one. So some of them are ready for invasion. This planet do not need. My forces anymore. So here, I think when my forces will arrive here. Oh, you know what? Go capture this one.
Situation log updated.
When my forces will arrive here, this planet will be already bombed. Okay, 100. Oh, yeah.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So as you see,
Hostile fleet engaged.
I am successfully ruining the economy of my opponent, so there is no
Situation log updated.
no heavy fleets
Situation log updated.
coming out of the blue. Yeah, see, the
Debris analyzed.
only thing he managed to build is this small fleet. No, maybe more, but we will see. So no luck with debris so far.
Engaged.
I don't know, maybe only heavy battles gives you good improvement in research. Well, we will see.
Situation log updated. Situation log updated. Situation log updated.
Okay.
Hostile fleet engaged.
I will send you. Oh, yeah.
Research complete.
Okay, this planet is ready. Don't know if is there any army. Oh yeah. Okay, it's already landing. Research, complete, okay. Yeah, this one. So we will easily take this planet. This planet is the next.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay, this planet is ready.
Updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
And finally, I think I can reach the capital. So that's what I'm going to do next. Let's just choose a proper fleet. Okay, I don't have yet a proper fleet for that task.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged.
Well, actually, this fleet will be is already did its task.
Debris analyzed.
Let's
Hostile
see.
fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Just a little
Situation
more.
log updated. Construction complete. Hostile fleet engaged. Enemy planet secured. Hostile fleet engaged. Construction complete. Enemy planet secured. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
And this fleet is ready. Oh, it will take
Hostile fleet
its time
engaged.
to destroy the economy.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Situation log updated. Debris analyzed. Hostile fleet engaged.
Oh, yeah, another small improvement.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Stormfire
Construction
cannons.
complete. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
Oh, okay.
Hostile fleet engaged.
No, it's the battle station. It's not good. We will send something bigger here. Something... something like this.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Situation log updated.
And as you see, the war ended very quickly. My opponent is defeated, although it have an equivalent fleet is mine, and even slightly better researches. But now, as you see, as you see, the huge chunk of his territory belongs to me, and there will be a lot of trouble by sorting it out, you know, because right now the situation is quite messy. But that's a whole another story. We won, and that will conclude my video. So once again, what is the tactic? First of all, in the smaller wars, you need to collect enough debris to get all kinds of modules, weapon modules, defense modules. Then have two fleet, one big one and a lot of smaller ones. You need to check what your opponent uses for its weapons and defenses, and to upgrade your main fleet to counter this the opponent fleet. This way you can defeat even bigger fleets than your own. Then, by the way, you can split your fleet on many fleets and put all of them in the separate shipyards, and the upgrade will go even faster than to upgrade to the one big fleet. Then you give a major battle where most fortunately you defeat your opponent. If not, then this whole another story. You just forget about everything and just build like crazy your own battleships that counters enemy fleets, and then take another fleet, and one by one you may win one battle by battle. By the way, when your opponent have a bigger fleet than yours, he usually splits his fleet in two chunks. So if you will manage to defeat this fleet one by one, that your losses will not be that high. You can, by defeating your opponent's economy with your smaller fleets, like one destroyer fleets, you can outproduce your opponent, so he will have no income and maybe even no shipyards, and you will have it. Okay, then and the next stage is to crush the economy, to destroy the shipyards, and one by one to capture enemy planets. So that will conclude my guide. Guys, thank you for watching. Hope you will enjoy this game and will enjoy beating your opponents with this tactic or maybe others. So, but for today that's it. Thank you for watching, and comrades, you are dismissed.